immediately there's this very specific message that is coming through about a marriage. You may be attending a wedding, or there's talks of marriage or something like that. That's the first thing that I get clearly, just for a small pocket of you. It talks here about clearing the decks. You're needing to clear, you're trying to clear a number of things to start from anew, afresh, but doing things very, very differently. You are multitasking like no other. You're juggling so many balls up in the air. And I do see you're missing a lot of appointments. Maybe this is just for some of you, but I see there's so many appointments that you have, or things that are scheduled, and because of all the juggling around and multitasking, just be aware that you don't miss their more important ones or whatnot. So you could find yourself having to reschedule a lot of things this coming week. Balance, trying to do a balancing act here, but things as you are sort of clearing things out, you will start to feel more of an ease and more of that balance as well. There is something here that you refuse to accept, or to kind of bow down to, and it's difficult. It's like there's a situation that for some of you maybe it's difficult to digest, but your response to this is very prompt and very justified, is what I'm seeing. You're standing your ground. You're standing your ground. You refuse to accept something that for you is not normal, doesn't feel right. It's kind of unacceptable for you. And so I see you are trying your best to get a number of things sorted. I do see lots of people have your back. Whatever challenge this is, they have your back. The universe has your back. And it's like, it's not going to be fighting against you anymore. I see whatever situation, issue this is, the other side are going to back down. I hope this makes sense. But, there's an ease here, which is really nice. And you're going to be proud of the fact that you stood your ground as well. There's multiple opportunities coming in for you, Gemini, and some may need you to travel. You could be traveling for work. There is, I do see for some of you, if you're traveling, there are multiple stops along the way. So that's something maybe specific. But I see you're going to really enjoy this ride. Take your time, soak it all in. There's a situation that you've been trying to observe very, very carefully before you go in there. Timing has a very special place for you. Divine timing here is strongly at work. Divine timing. It's taking care of you, actually. And you're really, really lucky. You're one of the very few so far to have such strong divine timing on your side, and how it works out exactly as it should be. And so just have faith in that as well. You're going to see how everything really has a much deeper meaning and purpose to all that you have been facing or confronting. What I see is like there's an end result that turns into like a flower blossoming, something really beautiful, something that you can, gain a lot of pleasure from as well. You could have a chance here to increase your finances. Something new. It's a new opportunity, something new, and you're looking to perhaps invest or start something that could end up being quite successful, quite prosperous as well. Some jealousies around you if you're connected to somebody, a partner. I do see some sort of jealousies here. And just to avoid that, it feels like it's just something that's passing. It's just passing. It's temporary. There's something here that sort of flares up, but it's temporary. And I do see you're going to have some choices, decisions to make when it comes to a partner. When it comes to a partner, it's like you're at a crossroads, or they're at a crossroads. But there's still a strong, deep connection in your heart that you know it's going to work out for the best. Okay, let's see what the cards have for you. Two of Cups. All right. Gemini. Yeah. The Magician card. Gemini. I get a very specific message about the color pink. Pink roses. Something like that. Five of Cups. Okay. All right. So you could be receiving them or buying them, or just something you like. Two of Cups, the Magician, the Five of Cups. You, Gemini, are really capable of overcoming so much in your life. There is a lot of favor towards you is what I'm seeing. Once you connect, there's a very strong soul connection, by the way. You have a very strong soul connection to something or someone. And it's reaching a certain level. So it's reaching a certain height here. There's been something that it's been perhaps passive for a bit too long, but it looks like it is starting to create again. It's back up. Something is manifesting from this. And I do see it's important to utilize this energy, utilize and make the most of what there is in front of you. And again, this could be connection or some kind of opportunity that you have, but it is something that is close to your heart. It is something that is very, close to your heart. It's a strong bond. There is something that you have also been visualizing, although it's been a struggle, here with the Five of Cups. However, like I said, divine timing, there is some sort of surprise, something that is coming through that you'll be pleasantly surprised with. And I do see you've been guided, and just listen to the signs, to the guides that you have around you. Something is definitely taking you in the right direction. And we have the lovely Ace of Cups. Look at that. You're definitely sensing more peace here with you. And it's like no longer holding onto any disappointments or grudges or anything like that, letting all of that go. I also get a message here that you are smarter than that, smarter than wallowing into on something that does not deserve your time and energy. But there's something really beautiful coming through, something that I do see you should be very, very proud of. The Death card. Oh, the Ace of Cups and the Death card. Okay, wow. Gemini. You have a luck and abundance. There is something that will start to become more stabilized. I do see the importance of you being grounded. And there's something that is being put into the limelight. It's like your name is up there. You are being talked about in a positive way. There is something that is starting, like there's a wheel that's starting to turn. The tables are turning in your favor here. And ready to really let go. Be positive. Stay in that positive vibration and allow whatever transformation that is meant to be. Allow what is not meant to be in your life to have it let go of. There is something that has a lot of potential for greatness here. And I do see that you know this. I also see, we're talking about having that, like clearing the deck so you're prepared to really go ahead full on. And that's also what you are experiencing here. You get to this point where you're like, okay, I've done as much as I can, and you're continuing to do so. And there's something that is happening. It's already in process that you're about to see physically. You're shedding all that old skin, and there is something fresh coming in. There's a new light coming in for you. And I do see you're going to see a lot of new potential in something that kind of gives you, there's chemistry, there's that spark. And also doing things very, very differently. Oh, the Emperor, doing things very differently to how you did before. The way you think is different as well. There's like something here with the Emperor that you absolutely mean what you say, and you're taking strong action upon that. And you know that matters a lot, because without that, you don't want any more further delays or anything like that. There is something that is giving you the opportunity to build on more, gaining more strength, gaining more insight as well. I also get, for some of you, somebody does not want to let you get away because they have a deep love and care for you here with the Emperor. That's what I'm seeing. But that's for, that's one side. But also, I do see there is something that is being reflected with your energies. Whatever it is that you are projecting is going to be shown very, very strongly. And I do get, it's like real time, so be very, very aware that whatever it is that you're thinking of, like, are you mainly being negative or complaining? Let's say, for example, you will receive a lot of that back. So clearing the decks again to making sure that you are projecting something that you want. There is something coming through that you have the upper hand, you have the authority here. And it is cleared, it's a fresh start.